We got together with couple Dale and Becky Carlson of Bluemoonistic Images and discussed photography, poetry, and what it's like to live here in Ashe County.
I've had a passion for photography ever since I was a child, and I picked up my first Instamatic camera. As soon as the digital age came around, I bought the first digital camera, and I've been hooked on it ever since. High dynamic range photography involves taking more than one exposure. So you take several exposures. So you take one at the normal exposure, like you would be normally taking a photograph. The others you take either underexposed or overexposed, and then you use a software program to stack all these together. And what happens when you do that is that all the light and all the color and detail comes out because you get all those pixels combined. And as a result of that, the high dynamic range just brings out a picture which is alive or almost 3D. To produce images that I really like and I think other people like as well. My favorite subjects to shoot are the landscapes here in the mountain and old architecture, old buildings. I do a little wildlife as well, but that takes more patience than I usually have, so I usually really get into the landscapes, the mountains, things that are abundant subjects here in the high country.
I always loved poetry, from Dr. Seuss to T.S. Eliot, so it's just always been a love. Sometimes I will look at one of his photographs and I'll say, oh, that's dying for a poem. Or I will write a poem and then I'll hand it to him and say, I have a vision, let me know what your vision is, and let's see if we can get a photograph to go with it. Poetry is stories. It tells stories. So I like to approach it from that aspect, whether it's a story about someone else, or my own life, or emotions. I think it's the strongest art community we've ever been involved with. It's fabulous because they include so many different types of art. It's just a wonderful variety, from photography to paintings. So we have a Florence Thomas here, we have every different type of medium. And they do so much, and the artists all work well together. I think it's the strongest and the best. Our gallery crawls are just the best I've ever been to in any town. It's one of the first things we came to when we moved here.
We decided to make Ashe County our home because of the views and the great subject matter for photography that's up here. But the vibrant art community that Becky just talked about was another reason, because we thought we could become part of that and grow and build our business here in West Jefferson.
I think it's the best of both possible worlds for us. It has a wonderful art community. We were able to afford and build a wonderful house here. The community as a whole, all the businesses, and I don't want not just the art community, but the businesses as a whole downtown work together. Having everybody work together, that's probably one of the strongest reasons to have a business here and live here.